Alright, so this is one of my first videos here on this channel. My name's Joe. I work full-time, got a couple different jobs, work part-time trying to do everything to take care of the family. Working on my personal truck here, a 1 GMC Sierra. Would never ever ever do exhaust manifold gaskets if I was you. But this one is about exhaust manifold gaskets. The GM 5.3 liter. I picked this truck up, had it for 5 months or so. Picked it up because it's real nice condition. '01 GM, barely any frame, surface rust on it. 172, getting ready to push 172,000 miles. Original, clean. It's got some updated parts on it. Do need control arms. I have them already. I'm out of time for everything, you know. But anyways, clean truck. Does have the rocker, inner rocker and outer rocker damage. Gonna be doing that on it, but as you can see, it's clean as far as body mounts, frame underneath. Not too much residual oils or anything leaking from it. We do have the worst broken bolt that could have broken on me. The rear driver side, rear all the way against the firewall. I'm not sure how good this video is going to be, but this one right here, it's the worst to try to get a drill or anything into. Sorry, I'm going to try to keep the camera upright for everybody. There's no room in here. I haven't seen a video on this one at all. You know, I'm YouTube certified and I've seen many videos on this already. Spent many nights watching before I did it. I know what I'm doing. I'm not ASE certified by any means. I work on my own a lot. That way I don't have to pay somebody else to do this kind of work. I've got tools, I've got room, I've got this. If I don't have tools, I'll go buy it. I had a broken bolt off and it did have some stud left over. I bought this whole kit right here off Amazon. Part number 41760D. It has standard and metric stud extractors. I watched one guy do it with the 8mm. I think I've got them in the wrong spot. That's the 5/16 one. I was just putting stuff back. 6mm, 10. That one's already broken, looks like. This is a brand new set, mind you. There's the 8. Sorry, guys. 8mm is what they say. Now I've got my new, of course, bolts. I just went to AutoZone. This guy didn't even know what they was. He did, but he didn't think they sold them, but they do. ES 75120 OE bolt for the exhaust manifold. It does. I'm trying to do this one-handed. Trying to show you guys everything that I ran into. It does work. I'm shaking. Give me a second. Holding the phone with my knee. It does work. It does grab. If you have it more up and down or sideways. if you know this 5.3 motor, it's more in there like this. And when you do that, you can't get a grab on it very well. I don't know if I just didn't have enough in there, because I only had like a little bit that I was able to grab. But this would not work to get the one that was coming out a little bit out of the head, like the guy showed me as far as this tool goes. I believe it will be a decent tool for other jobs. $53 off Amazon for the whole kit. But it didn't work for me on this one. I did get the other one out. This one right here was broken and I had some sticking out. I'm gonna get this all cleaned up before I go putting my new gasket kit back on. But this one was broken, had some sticking out, so I went ahead and tried to use that kit up in there. Couldn't get enough of thread, or I don't know if it was because, that kind of, like I said, is pointed down a little bit instead of up or level. So I heated this a little bit and got a good set of vice grips. I got that one out with vice grips. That's the easiest trick. Haha. This one I can't. There is no for me, and this is for me. There is no room in between this part of the firewall. I took the heat shield off because, like I said, my truck is pretty clean for what it goes for an 01. Here's the heat shield that should be. Let me move my phone. I'm on a cord. I'm, dead phone. 8:30 in the morning. Didn't charge my phone last night because I was up all night. One here for the top for the heat shield, and my flashlight's down there so you can't see. Two down there as far as it goes, for one here and one here. The heat shield. My truck's clean, so I was able to take that off and be able to drop it down to try to even get more room in right here to right here. It was such a pain. I did come up with a drill system. I don't know if you guys got a Lowe's or something around you. At Lowe's, they sell the DeWalt drill adapter that goes into the 1/4-inch drive drills, little bitty drills that they also sell. Goes in there just like you can turn it. I actually was down here holding. I'm gonna set the phone down so I can put it into position and show you guys. Alright, I was actually holding the drill. My buddy was holding the drill from up top. He's not up there. He's, of course, not awake yet. Figured I'd take this opportunity to do the video. Before I go any farther, I'm just going to put it back together. Anyways, take the drill like this, and I was able to flex and turn that head, and then you can pull the trigger in it, of course, and turns the drill. So that's a tool you could get from Lowe's as far as the angle grinder thing goes. I also bought that one from Harbor Freight. No room completely at all to get. I'll show you guys just in case you don't believe me. It doesn't, fit unless you want to do a completely crooked type drill hole. Sorry. That was my better option as far as trying to drill into that spot of the head. Now, of course, if I was over here somewhere on one of the front ones, I would have been way better. Even this one right here, I would have been way better. But of course, I had the one that was the worst and in the back of the head. So this video is just kind of informational of what I've tried. I've got the extractor sets, of course. You know, this was brand new. I've used the extractor set, this one, trying to get in there. That's the number 4. And then the number 3 was the one that worked for me with being, as far as, didn't work, it didn't complete it, but as far as, of course, I dropped the phone on the cord. Alright, it's still plugged in. This is the one I ended up trying to, I got my vice grips. That's the one you can't even hit this in. That's what I'm saying with the extractor. I can, it's hard to explain, guys, with doing this with one hand and the phone and everything else, and I really do apologize for being shaky, but this is simply informational video of trying to show you guys what I did on this rear one. It just doesn't work as far as drilling it out, guys. As far as even trying to helicoil, I got a helicoil set because at this point, I don't really care much because I'll wait for taxes and I'll buy new heads. That's what I'm going to do anyways, because I got to put this back together as far as it goes right now without that bolt in it. There's no other option in my book. And this is just my book, you know, with financial issues and everything else. I have 4 teenage kids. Like I said, I work full time. I do side jobs, everything else. But as far as that goes, I have to put it back together. I have to leave that one the way it is. This is simply informational. With this bolt extractor, nut extractor, and no, I didn't drill the perfect either. I know I'm going to get beat up for not drilling the perfect of hole. I know I didn't. I couldn't. I still got some threads over there. I got meat over here. But even as far as this extractor goes, trying to get it in there, you just can't hit it. You have, you know what I'm saying? You have X amount ample of room right here for anything to go, anything. This is the most horrible one, guys, for the rear bolt on the driver's side. Couldn't hit it in there, couldn't get a bite. Tried, you know, doing what I could, tried heating it up. You can see I've burnt my paper towel I have in. I burnt this little thing up here, didn't want to do that, was mad, burnt my fingers trying to put it out too, did all that, you know. Man, it's horrible. This one's the worst. So I got this set that, like I said, at Lowe's, come with the different sizes. I picked up a couple more different sizes. Not cheap, by the way. Not horrible, but so I tried that for them. I tried that for them. I've got the whole new extractor set. I've also, if anybody wants to say, left-handed thread drill bits. I kind of know a little bit. I know you got to get a tool for every job, but just that one is just not, you got to pull the motor. You pull the head, excuse me, not the motor. Pull the head off. I'm trying to look for the pack that I purchased for the whole, they're DeWalt's. This is one of the packs for one of the drill bits. Comes in the 1/4 inch shank is what you need, and that'll go right into your standard 1/4 inch impact, anything like that. It's just the DeWalt adapter for the drill. This bit comes out, and the adapter for the drill. One more second, let me set it down. This is the 90-degree adapter I'm talking about. It's got the 1/4 inch shank, which can go in a drill, common, any. I'm just busted out my Craftsman. Yep, 1/4 inch shank, 1/4 inch shank. That was the best fit for what I was doing. Come here, boy. Aww. For what I was doing, it did get in there. I didn't drill straight. It wasn't the best spot, and I just can't get the rest out. Sorry, let me show off the old 01. I like my 01 GMC. It's got a little bit of rust right up in here. I've already got everything to take care of rust on my truck. I've purchased my spray gun, everything, my paint, my rust neutralizer, primer, everything. I just don't have time right now. Of course, that's everybody's excuse. But as far as cleanliness and rust exterior, I feel it was an awesome grab. So that is my informational video. Anything else? I don't know if any questions or anything. I had to, of course, pull both wheel wells. Was way easier to get in here. The passenger side's way easier. I only have one that's broken off, and I have some sticking out, so I know I'm gonna be able to do either my new little handy dandy tool that didn't work on the driver's side, or the vice grip option. These are my favorite nippers. They're old, they're rusty, but my dog got them. My dog likes to steal everything that I have. Anytime it's laying around, it's his. So those are my favorite set of nippers. I'm gonna go buy another set the same, but I mean, my flanges were perfect. I didn't have a problem with that. I do have the Milwaukee 1/2-inch drive battery, but the cleanliness and the rust that most of these year trucks have too is not here on mine. There's I don't know if anybody can see that. The rear one, yeah, if I move my finger you can see it. The rear one has some sticking out, and that's the only one that's broken on the passenger side. I've already broken all the others free and know that they're loose, so I'm not worried about this side. It was that driver's side, of course, and the CGR line. I'm gonna have to heat these up. I haven't got these to break loose yet. Might just be going for those up there. Those look a lot better. So message me if any questions or if anything could help, as far as if you're needing questions trying to do this on that rear. Like I said, every other one would have been great. I would have loved for them to give me a problem. I got a welder, and that's the other thing. That's glad I didn't jump off here. I do have a welder. It's the Harbor Freight. It's the good one. I'm only running 110 right now. But as far as where I'm needing that, I don't need a bunch of heat anyways. I was going to throw a flux core weld in there. There's no room. That's simply what this video is for. simply no room. Informational on driver's side. Manifold gasket, broken bolt. It's not a stud, it's a broken bolt. Good luck, guys. I'm going back together, putting it back together. I'll be buying new heads here in a couple months. It's a pain.